So welcome to Challenge the Road and the Ferrari FF. Now, I was going to do a walk round, but I just want to drive this car, so I didn't do that. And it is a good day. The sun's out, it's dry, at last, come on. I did have a bit of fun and games earlier when I was setting up the camera. I didn't put the handbrake on and the car started rolling off. But I got it back, and I got back in the car and I saved it, thank goodness. Bit of mud there. Right, let's go around that. So let's just go through Ferrari FF because this is one of my favourite cars. I've always wanted to drive one. Now, I haven't put my foot down yet, and I don't know what it's going to be like, but we're going to do that. The owner said, drive it like you stole it, Richard. Oh, no, he didn't actually. He said, look after it. Oh, my God. I knew it was going to be like that. I knew it. Look at that gearbox second. She's got four. This car is so accessible. It's a good day. Oh, yeah. Now, Ferrari FF, 2,200 produced between 2011 and 2016. Four-wheel drive, shooting brake concept, three-door but big boot. I'll put some of the photos of the boot up, but you could get your golf clubs in or a long trip away. Listen to... Now you're getting the Enzo engine in this 6.3, 650 horses, baby, and four-wheel drive, and 100 grand. This is a joke. What do you think about the spec on this? You've got this lovely grey exterior with this tan inside. Oh my God, this car is too good. Right, we've got to settle down now. We've got to calm down. Let's calm down. Let's put it in auto. Now, right, let's just drive it normally and just have a think about this car because I'm just going to go too crazy. Now, Ferrari went to this steering wheel here that was, I wouldn't say it's square, but it looks sort of, it's not round anyway. Now, you've got lights on here. I actually quite like the feel of this. I've been driving it for sort of 10 minutes because I've made some mistakes in the past of just going out, giving a review, and then thinking the car hasn't had enough time to warm up. So now I've gone through that sort of stage, tyres are warmer, I'm just sort of getting into it. I love this car. I really love this car. I think it's just awesome. I always wanted a four-wheel drive Ferrari because the other cars I've had before, Speciale, Scuderia, 355, all great, but all rear-wheel drive. Now in England, you really want four-wheel drive. And this just feels very easy. Right, I'm in auto now. Steering's nice and light. Seats feel good. I've been trying to think what I don't like on it. Now, I know with Ferraris, they put a lot of the buttons on the steering wheel, so like indicators and that. And I have hit the horn on here. Only the once. I don't think I'd do it again. Maybe I was gripping a bit too tight, used to the Astons. But yeah, it's a really nice place to be. And I just think if you were looking at getting one of these, you're going to feel like the king. Because you've got 650 horsepower, four-wheel drive. I think it looks fantastic. Listen to it. Let's just put our foot down here. Let's just back it off a little bit. Listen to this. You ready? Oh, it was in auto. Let's take that off. We don't want auto. We don't want auto. Listen again. That's just like the best day of your life. Because the performance is accessible everywhere. If you were even in an Enzo now, you'd be going, I'm going to die. And then you just put it back in the garage and never go out. So an Enzo now is probably like, I don't know, £3 million? 100,000. 100,000 for this. I don't think an Enzo will see which way this went. This is unbelievable. Now we're on a single road now, just come off the dual carriageway. So let's just see, like I said, what it's like going slowly. Because if you're looking at buying one of these, you've got to know all this. So let's go auto, We go, it's in 6th gear, auto. It's quite quiet, not that noisy. Just feels really nice. The ride's good. Let's just put it in. So let's see the setting on the suspension. So we're now bumpy road setting. It's as smooth as my Range Rover. Now I remember these coming out, and I think they must have been 250,000. So now these being sort of anywhere from 100,000 upwards, got to be a good buy, haven't they? And this, I can't find anything with the gearbox I would change. The paddles feel a little bit light, but that goes with the whole ethos of making this easy, because it's probably quite a heavy car. Even though Ferrari's four-wheel drive system was 50% lighter than other manufacturers, it's still probably quite heavy. I'm not sure on the stats, but it's probably, I reckon, 1,900 kilos, something like that. I can't stop playing with the paddles, even though it's in auto. It's just fun. It's just like boom, boom. Now, I'm going to put something out there for you now, because I had a Speciale, had the same steering wheel, and I'm trying to remember back. And remember, I've got a good memory. And I'm trying to remember back driving that car and how it felt and that. And I just have a feeling this feels better. Because I feel more in control. I feel like I've got a better driving position. And maybe I've got a better engine. Now that's controversial, isn't it? You'll probably go, oh no, the 4.5 V8, that was the best ever. I don't think it sounded that good. I don't think it sounded as good as this 6.3, 650 ponies. Look, brakes feel good. Not Speciale felt a little bit on the top. You have to be a little bit careful with this. The brakes haven't really had a problem for the last 15-20 minutes, and normally I know brakes very well, and these feel good. They're sharp, but they're progressive, which is what you want from a car. I'm going to have to go back to auto again. I keep fiddling around. You've got launch in this. I'd love to try that in this. 4-wheel drive. That's going to make you smile. What do you think on the interior? Now, obviously this is a very Italian spec with tan leather. I think the only thing for me is the seats look a little bit plain. I know they do Daytona seats and other ones. Maybe something with a bit of stitching. I don't know. Maybe that might overcomplicate it, but I don't know what you think. I love this interior in here. I really like it. It's really bringing me back to Ferrari now. Richard, don't buy any more cars, for God's sake. Right, now, here you've got these lovely vents. I like all the switches here because I don't like touch screens. Like, rung someone. I wasn't even trying to ring. Hello. Oh yeah, and then you got to talk to someone for 20 minutes. Oh, here we go. A21. Let's get auto off. Let's go. Jeez, it's just Jekyll and Hyde. You can just go auto, bumpy road, relax. And then if you want to, you've just got all the power in the world. It's like you've just got a bomb under your right foot. You can just send it as soon as you want. Bang, gone. Now I'm going to slow down here because there's a hearse up in front. I don't want to go past that. So we respect that. We just go nice 60 mile an hour down here. We've got a nice stretch of road coming up, actually. I'm going to go round the roundabout here, down towards Goldhurst. You ever been that way? You've got a nice sort of section of bends. But I am deeply, deeply impressed with this car. I do love with Ferrari having the horse here as well. Just on here, you've got like an ice mode, wet mode, comfort, sport, ESC off. I'm sure there was like a CT off on the Speciale. Hasn't got that on here. Maybe it doesn't need that because it's 4-wheel drive, I was thinking. Engine start button on here, bumpy road setting, and then obviously you've got your indicators, you've got your wipers as well for the the window and the wash. I'll tell you what, it's easy to forget to indicate, and I don't know if it's because I'm so used to having stalks that when you have them on here, I don't know, maybe it just takes sort of a few miles to get used to that. The other thing, the hi-fi is really good. Now, I was just playing that for the 10 minutes or so before you guys come into the video. It's really good quality. I really like it. And now, I know that probably seems like a bit of a funny thing on these cars, but I do like nice sound in my cars. And some cars are rubbish. Like when I had the McLarens and that, it's just, you'd pay for this DSP, digital sound processing crap, but it was just rubbish. But this, really nice in here, sounds really good, really happy with it. I love the carbon in here, carbon on the steering wheel. I'm not sure you can get a much bigger spec than this. I love the pedals actually as well on Ferraris. They feel very much similar to the Sims. They feel really good. Not many have them like this. I know McLaren have it, slightly different design, but I like this older design. So yeah, let's carry on down here. This is a very bumpy road, but really probably just drive it very relaxed. But we're on bumpy road. It's lovely. It's a lovely place to be. So we'll go down. Unfortunately, we've still got this hearse in front of us, so I'm not going to go down here too quick. We'll just have a talk about should you buy one. Absolutely. It's very hard to impress me with cars because I've had a lot of cars myself, maybe, I don't know, 150 of my own cars, and I love cars. But I'm just trying to think of anything that could put you off buying one of these. No, I can't really think of a lot. I think at the back view of this car looks magnificent, and I'm not sure even with the new cars. I haven't really seen I think it's a GTC4. I haven't really looked at that in much detail, but I think this is really classy. Looks really good. It feels quite a small car in that way. I don't feel like this is a big car. I've been manoeuvring in and out of traffic. There were some traffic lights earlier, and there was a lorry, and I thought, oh, is there much room? But there was loads of room. Vision is fantastic. Mirrors are great. I've got good view wherever I want to be. Rear view mirrors, fantastic. I'm trying to think of why you wouldn't buy one. This has got 4S tyres. I know the Continental 7 is probably better now, but these are a fantastic tyre, the 4S, and it rides lovely, really nice. Feels like it's got all the grip in the world. I'd love to have more time with this car, really get into it, but I think this is great. The only downside I could see is probably fuel economy is not going to be great, obviously, because it's a 6.3. I can only see these cars going up in value. Driving it today, you'd have to really think about why you want to sell it. Maybe you went to the newer one, and I think you would go to the newer one if you had this, because you'd go in other cars and have to think, well, why? What more can another car do? I love it. So I think that's it. Up into Goudhurst, back to VVS. Huge thank you to them for letting me drive this car, and thank you to the owner too for letting me drive it. We're doing a lot with VVS at the moment. There's a lot more cars coming soon as well. They've been great for me. We've done some really good deals. They've got their financing in-house now, which has been really, really helpful. And they've got great stock there. If you get a chance to pop in there, there's some fantastic cars. They're obviously working with us with the Heaver event as well. Got to stop playing with the gears. But yeah, I hope you enjoy that, and I hope one day you get the chance to go out and buy an FF, because you won't be disappointed. You'll absolutely love it. So please hit that like button, subscribe if you can, and I'll see you again soon. I love this car. It's so nice.